So, welcome back to the Beast Game Podcast. This is a review for Cars 3. It's written and directed by Brian Fee. It's also written by Ben Queen, E.L. Podell, Jonathan E. Stewart, Keel Murray, Bob Peterson, and Mike Rich. It stars Owen Wilson as Lightning McQueen, Cristela Alonzo as Cruz Ramirez, Chris Cooper as Smokey, Nathan Fillion as Sterling, Larry the Cable Guy as Mater, and Armie Hammer as Jackson Storm. The synopsis is, Lightning McQueen sets out to prove to a new generation of racers that he's still the best race car in the world. So it begins with a series of races. Lightning McQueen is on top of his game, and it's a very friendly aspect between him and other racers, and then eventually one racer, Jackson Storm, beats him in a race. Jackson Storm is a rookie, Lightning is surprised, and then eventually Lightning begins to lose a series of races to Jackson Storm. So in one of Lightning McQueen's last races, he tries to beat Jackson Storm, he pushes himself, and then he crashes and loses. Eventually he gets down on himself, and he has to be convinced to keep racing. He gets a new trainer, Cruz, that teaches him new training methods, so he tries to mesh the old with the new, and eventually it becomes a comeback story and trying to keep up with the trends, and he feels like he's missing out on something, so he tries to find what made racing great for him. That is essentially the whole story. The acting is okay. All of the existing characters do an on-par job. The animation is okay. The animation is what it has been in previous iterations of this. It has an okay use of music. The jokes aren't funny. The story itself is TV level quality. This could have been a direct-to-video, and with so many writers, the story drags on, particularly on the third act. I just really wanted this movie to end. Lightning gets down on himself, people have to convince him, and it keeps going back and forth where he gets motivated, then he gets down on himself, he gets motivated, he gets down on himself again. Having that happen, and then that Cruz character also coming in, it just really made me bored when I was watching this movie. They try to do something different towards the end, all because they want to set up a Cars 4. I give this movie a 5 out of 10. This is Pixar at its worst. If you think about something like Incredibles, if you think about something like Up, you think about something like Toy Story, at least the first one, and Toy Story 2. Why is this movie special? This is Good Dinosaur level Pixar. This is just thrown out there just because they can make another movie. It doesn't make you feel a certain way. All it does is just goes on and on about how he used to be a great racer and he needs to be a better person. And it's just a rehash of old places and old characters. It really doesn't do anything differently. There's nothing special about this. It's watchable, but it's boring. Kids might be entertained by this, but they might also find it boring. Since Disney is more concerned about milking franchises, again, there will likely be a Cars 4. And that's the Beast Game Podcast. You can find more of our podcasts at beastgame.com, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Twitter, and YouTube. If you would like to submit a reader comment or question, you can do so at submissions@beastgame.email.